the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. A designed run for the quarterback. Turning it on. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, you want to make a statement early in a game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and his crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to run it. It's Simon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Makes the pass. Got him in the open. There he goes. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Larson. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Coffee. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
A run for the quarterback.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Reads it, fires complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. It's James. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Larson. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's James. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Rides to back and leaves it. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Gives it on the option. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
The play action fake. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Buckeyes are on the move. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. gets the back and leaves it on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Spins away from the defense. First down and more. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 11 over Iowa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Larson. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Larson. Pocket breaking down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To the air, it's Larson. Steps away to find some room. On the run, fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Moving past the 25. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it at the... Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Larson. Now improvising. He's going to fire to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to get the edge on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! And here they come, almost all the way back. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to run it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back on the option to give. Turning it on. Touchdown Buckeyes. Great job by the back on the option.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Iowa. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass, it's Larson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Lockett. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fouls through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Larson. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the comeback is on.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Ohio State 28, Texas 25.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th-quarter lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for once?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Larson. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He's looking to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This team right now is showing you why they were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Yeah, they were sleepwalking a little bit earlier. They knew coming in, David, they were going to be facing a really good opponent. Good teams don't quit, and they've come all the way back now to take the lead. And they had a pretty big deficit not that long ago.
Man, this is a good team they're playing. They're showing they're one of the better teams in the country. I mean, to battle back from several touchdowns down, like, not to blink, not to bat an eye, not to quit, they're proving why they're a great team.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Wide open space. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Larson. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Toss sweep right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, then they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Larson. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. trying to make magic with his feet. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He might want another play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.